Hi fans of high quality entertainment. I've wanted to do this video for quite a while, probably the last few weeks. I've changed. About music, I have completely changed my opinion. First of all, this is the best rock album of all time. It's my favorite. This, Captain Beefheart and the Magic Band, Shiny Beast, Bat Chain Puller. When I'm listening to this, it is the best album in the whole universe. It is my favorite album. I've always liked this artist a lot, but I've never been what you would say a fan, or a big fan of his. But I bought 3 of his albums yesterday. I thought I kind of knew the albums, but I didn't. This, when I'm listening to this, this is the best album of all time. I was floored last night listening to it. It's my favorite album. But when I'm listening to, and I know I'm going to be mocked by quite a few of you for this, but I'm being serious. When I'm listening to this double album by Yoko Ono, approximately Infinite Universe, I love every song on it. She's my favorite female singer. Yes, singer. This is the greatest album of all time. It is my favorite album. It is the best when I'm listening to it. Oh my God. I've played this album, it's got to be over 50 times just in the last few weeks. When I'm listening to this double album by Yes, it is my favorite album of all time. It is the best album of all time. And this could go on and on and on. When I am listening to Johnny Cash, it is like listening to God. If God was a singer, it would be in a Johnny Cash voice. This album, when I am listening to it, I am so moved by it. I consider it my favorite album, the greatest listening experience ever. His versions of Bridge Over Troubled Water, of course, Hurt, First Time I Ever Saw Your Face. Those songs are very, I think about my first wife Nancy, I think of other people too, of course. Even current people. This album is the best. It's my favorite. And I've mentioned this a couple of times already, but right now in my life, the Beatles are not my favorite band. Yes is my favorite band because I've been listening to all of their early albums, and I just listened to Magnification, which was the last album with John Anderson on vocals, and that is a damn good album too. So I haven't even heard all of the Yes music, but their first 8-9 albums, they're just masterful. And that's not taking anything away from the Beatles. Are the Beatles, in my opinion, the best rock band of all time? Yes, they are. They had the most perfect career and the greatest songs. But that being said, when I'm listening to Yes, they're right up there with the Beatles for talent. John Anderson's vocals I love them just as much as John and Paul's vocals. And I just wanted to read this little thing about the Beatles that the viewer John Pownall, I hope I pronounced that properly, wrote. The Beatles. They may not be everyone's favorite, but I defy anyone to say that they do not like a single Beatles song. That can't be said for many other artists whose universal appeal will always be qualified. The Beatles are every band and artist. If you like hard rock, you will still enjoy the Beatles. If you love prog or country rock or punk, there will be something there that you can love. Michael Jackson covered Come Together. Susie and the Banshees covered Dear Prudence. Frank Sinatra covered Something. Sparks covered I Want to Hold Your Hand. And there have been many more covers of Yesterday than any other song. This broad range of respect for all sides of the industry is unique. Even David Bowie did not change his style as remarkably as the Fab Four. So they are the best. Second, for songs, the Smiths. For impact, maybe Nirvana or U2 or the Sex Pistols. But none of those bands' music will stand the test of time in the way the Beatles stuff will. They did it first and they did it best. So that's just, it all really does come back to the Beatles for me and for many, many millions of other people. But like I said, that being said, at the moment in my life, Yes are my favorite rock band. And you know what? Yoko Ono is way up there too. I never realized, I always kind of liked some of her music through the years, but I thought most of it was probably just experimental crap. But that's totally changed listening to her studio albums from the 70s. And that's also why I think I want to get away from, these top 10 lists where I'm ranking my top 10 favorite songs by an artist, because it changes all the time and it doesn't really matter. Any song can be the best song in the world at that time that you're listening to it. Even these other two David Bowie albums that I had heard, growing up, and I even had this on vinyl, but I played it for the first time in years yesterday, and as always, I was blown away. The Rock and Roll Suicide, his vocals on that. When I'm listening to it, it's the greatest vocals in all of rock music. But I can say that when I'm listening to John Anderson sing Ritual or Awaken, or many other Yes songs. And Yoko Ono too, she really just love it. And this album, oh my God, I didn't really hear it in the past, and I finally really sat down and listened to it. I've always liked David Bowie, but how do you say it, Bowie or Bowie? I always get that confused. It's one of the struggles I have with life. David Bowie. I've always loved his music, but I've never been a huge fan. But after I drop his CDs and break them, I am now a huge fan of his. I mean, Black Star. When I am listening to the song Black Star, nothing else matters. That song is as good as the Beatles' A Day in the Life. So, really facing reality at this time in my life, there's hundreds of songs that are the best song in the world to me. And why can't they all be the best? Why can't lots of songs be way at the top? Ted Nugent, Wang Dang Sweet Poontang. that is such a great song. Is it the best song in the world? Maybe not, but I mean, it's way up there. That's the great thing about music. And so that's how I've kind of changed my thoughts on music the last few months. It's so, I don't know, it's so stupid and silly. All of us on the internet, we're talking about bands and we're arguing about music. It's like, music is a gift. I have a couple of people that I work with that are deaf. They've never heard music. Do you know how lucky I am and you are that we can hear music, how blessed we are? And if somebody likes something that you don't like, why do you have to be negative about it? If I'm serious, if somebody likes Bon Jovi and that makes them happy, God bless Bon Jovi. And that's it. This is a very important video for me. I'm still going to be doing rock music vlogs. I like ranking songs, like on a particular album, like for instance, this album. I could rank the songs from my least favorite to my favorite, even if I love all the songs on the album. It's fun. But, these lists always change. But do I still have the urge to do these top 10 songs by Talking Heads or whatever? No, because they have so many great songs that I consider the best. That's it. I'll shut up now. I would love your thoughts in the comments section below, just on everything I was rambling about. Have a great day. Bye.